Hello, welcome back. Welcome to the third hour here of Torchbearer, the Oathkeeper's Domain. I believe this is episode 4. We just had a massive conflict, and we got unveiled a crazy amount of treasure here. So this is pretty cool. It's pretty exciting stuff, and we're getting ready to see what that's all about. But before we get into that, we're getting ready to do a little bit of camping to try to recover a little bit of what's going on. We've all been through a lot lately, so let's go ahead and try to recover some of that stuff. So you guys had one turn left on the grind before the grind happens, and now you're going to declare to do camp. Okay. So, there's...
How many checks do we have? 2?
I've got one.
And I've got 1.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 then.
So here's the trouble with camping. When you want to camp, there's definitely issues with camp events that can arise. You guys are literally just camping in this chamber. Next
Kind
to
of a
Sleeping
dangerous
Frog.
place.
It's kind of a dangerous place. So...
Can I display my Dwarven superiority and scout?
Yeah, like secure the camp.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely can.
So I go and I put this boulder on the crack in the floor in this like ostentatious pick it up and put it down way. I kind of dust my hands off and I say, well, we might as well rest while this place clears out. You humans just sit here. I'll check around the area and make sure everything's okay. And so I'm going to scout, not what you call it, the grind, ticking on the grind.
Yeah, it's an instinct. Does not affect the grind.
My skill is 2.
This will be a yeah. This is gonna be a
can
versus test.
Okay. Can I spend another persona to use my delving?
Yeah, you want to spend a persona here for your yeah.
Because I had a lot of it.
Yeah, this factors in your nature.
Okay, so that adds 2. It's a versus test. I kind of almost want to earn us a 3rd check here by using Foolhardy.
Yeah.
What was the ob on the check?
It's versus.
Oh, I see. So he's gonna roll against us.
Yeah. I feel like maybe I shouldn't generate a check right now. Yeah. So the ob is 0, and I'm ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll as well, so let's do it.
Nope.
Yep. Okay, cool.
2 1s, a 2,
Yep.
and a 3.
From the you missed these as you guys kind of like tunnel visioned your way into the treasure chamber. 2 large spiders, grotesque, with actually more than 8 legs. They each have 10. Kind of skitter and scamper through the doorway at your guys' direction. The frog almost instinctively goes and eats one, leaving one coming at you guys. So, guess you're not really camping yet.
Nope. Sounds like we
Brace
got...
yourselves. Yes, a stone spider is upon you.
So we'd like to drive it off then. Maybe in the direction of the frog.
Yeah, you want to try to like buy its time so the frog can eat this other spider, essentially.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
That is a great plan.
That's a drive off. That's definitely a drive off conflict. So we jump over here again. Drive off. Get ready to calculate some dispositions. And this thing is... So it is a drive off conflict. Cool. That's easy. This thing just has a disposition of 5.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
who's our conflict captain?
It feels like Ermintrude is way out front, right? She's scouting. She's ahead.
You're also really well equipped to do it. So
It's true.
It would make sense that you miss this on first sight, and you turn around and you kind of double track, and it also kind of falls in with your instinct here of like proving your superiority. Be like, no, I'm sorry, I got this, guys. You know, kind of jumping in. But I don't want to step on your toes if you don't think that's true for Ermintrude in this sense.
Oh, it's probably, especially since I don't remember Ahab is even the captain. This is totally my show now. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
We're under the ground.
I- am the
Ermintrude
captain
Adventure
now.
Time, everybody.
Yep.
That's the actual name of the show. So awesome.
Okay, so to generate my disposition, I need to roll
You roll fighter.
fighter.
Yeah, it's on the conflict rules handout. It says fighter, and you're going to be adding it to health.
Okay.
You can also add the 2 different people helping you because you can be helped on this roll.
I don't have fighter, so I can't help.
I'm helping the fighter.
Okay.
Now, Eric, it's possible for me to opt out of this conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like super useless. I mean, I guess. Well, actually, sorry. So drive off is not all fighter. I think
No,
we can
drive
will.
off is fighter and will. Yeah.
Okay, so I can help with like maneuvering and stuff like that. So I can still be
Yeah.
involved, but I can't help with our disposition.
Yeah, you cannot help with the disposition.
Okay. So
Nobody's
my
hungry and
fighter's-
thirsty either, right? Right now? Okay.
That's correct. We're all exhausted, though, if I recall correctly.
Yes, which means everything is just that little bit harder.
Just harder. Okay, so test and dungeoneer. I have 1 help from Ahab,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have a grudge against the spiders yet. And the ob is 0.
Yes. Because you're just trying to roll to get a number to add to your health.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, so our total disposition is also 5.
Yeah, and you don't have any fate, right?
I do. I have
We
1
could try
fate
to get
left.
an extra one. I don't know if it's worth spending it on this though, because it's
No, I
Yeah,
don't think
just
so.
disposition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to 1 fate and 1 persona.
Okay, so Ermintrude, you get to determine the disposition breakdown for your group. You determine. So while I'm picking these, actually, maybe we should just wait real quick. I'm gonna give you a bunch of cards, and then I'm gonna just play down my cards, and then we're gonna go from there.
Somebody took my card.
In addition, yeah, I know. In addition, though, you need to describe for me what weapons you guys are equipped with for this fight.
War hammer.
Flail and shield.
I have my dagger.
This thing is equipped with spider legs.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Okay, so we have 5 disposition. I feel like 2 for me, 2 for Ahab, 1 for Isensi.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Oh, I have to pick either flail or shield. Flail.
And probably just set me to maneuver.
Okay.
As soon
My
as-
3 cards have been selected.
Uh,
So yeah, so like while you have a shield and a flail in your hands, when it's your turn, or in this volley, what you have equipped matters because like a shield gives you a bonus to defend actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I like to kind of think of it as like a fighting style kind of thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I think attack is a good first bet.
So
Or
I don't
my
think it's gonna
my
try to
thought
feint
is
us.
that I'm only one of our disposition, and so if we lose it in the first one, then my action gets screwed over. So put me in
Right.
first on maneuver, and like set someone up,
Okay.
and probably get knocked out of the conflict immediately. but then you two can just, do it up.
Okay, so I sense he maneuvers first. And then I think attack. I'm feeling pretty aggro, as you can tell. Does that work for you, Ahab?
Totally.
Okay, so I sense he will maneuver first, then Ahab is going to attack, and then I will attack.
Cool.
In our disposition, in the order that we just... So I sense he is 1, Ahab 2, me 2.
Okay, cool. So that's the breakdown. And big old fat spider's got 5, just himself.
That's wild.
I ain't scared. I ain't never scared.
Not 9,
True.
like the frog thing had.
That we almost beat anyway.
It's dangerous to fight conflicts that he doesn't have disposition for. It's also okay. Anyways, let's do this. Let's flip over.
Gotcha.
It's not me. That's not me. There we go. Maneuver versus maneuver. So it's an independent test, right? You're equipped with your Warhammer? Or
Is
excuse me,
maneuver
Isensi.
versus-
It's Isensi.
Isensi, what is your maneuver? Oh, this might be versus. Maneuver versus maneuver. It's actually, no, it's on the card. It's independent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the
Okay, they are independent. Okay, cool. So I have a dagger, which means in a maneuver, I get a success counts as disarm against spear and bow type weapons. So watch out, spider, with a spear. And I'm basically just rolling. I'm rolling will.
Okay. And this thing rolls its nature. So.
Can we help at all?
Yes.
So y'all can help with will.
Okay.
Yep, I'm helping.
Yeah, I'll sign you two up. So we're all fighting together. So this is like, I sense because I've got a torch in my hand now because Ermentrude had the lantern and had like put it down in the room still or whatever. So I'm like swinging the torch at it and like swinging my knife as well and trying to like corral the thing while Ermentrude and Ahab are like encircling it. So we're like corralling it towards the frog and like getting it out of position.
You see the
Do we
spider.
get-
Sorry.
Do we get our might advantage?
No. In fact, it's the opposite.
Oh.
It's mightier than we are.
This thing is mightier than you are.
All right, and my ob is
You see
0.
this thing,
Don't
it's
wreck that frog.
what you thought it was covered with dust is actually it's flakes of stone on its like chitin. It seems to be like it's almost like it didn't mind the sulfur. It just behaves and it like comes out.
Made of rock.
Yeah, it's like almost it's like part rock. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. So let's go ahead and do our stuff here. All right, I got 5.
I got 3. I'm gonna spend fate. I'm gonna spend my last fate point
All right, so
because I had.
it has technically right now it's winning by a margin of 3 because its might is 4. So
Fate is not in my
Those
favor.
fate points are not good for us.
No,
No.
1s and 2s on all of them.
So it wins with a margin of 2. Or excuse me, it wins with a margin of 3. So what it's going to do is it's going to impede and gain advantage on its next attack. So it's going to impede the next person and gain advantage to itself. So what it's going to do is, I think it like charges Isensi.
Oh no, Eric, sorry, these are independent. So you succeed with a margin of 5, and I
Oh.
succeed with a margin of
No,
3
I succeed with a margin of 6.
or 6 rather. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you can do all 3
Well,
options.
they're
and I-
independent.
Aren't we just like... Oh, wait, it's maneuver, so never mind. Okay.
Yeah, so no, I mean all of them will happen. So
But
yeah,
do you have to disarm me?
I think so.
Okay.
So it like rears at you, and like it forces you to like drop the weapon and kind of like get out of
I
position.
think he would just like panic and drop the thing.
Yeah, right. As
Like,
this thing as it cries out in its spidery scream, you see its like underbelly thorax with like a sharp like stone dagger kind of thing, kind of like start like trying to like prod at you like a dagger, you know?
Yeah,
and
like-
it's like, oh no,
it goes to
no,
close.
nope,
Yeah.
did not, no. Yeah, and you nope yourself away, like maybe like you roll under its legs as it
However,
turns and what?
In its effort to get at me, I have
Yeah.
baited it into our trap. So, not knowing what its spidery legs do, I'm just gonna impede and whatever it as well. So
Impede and gain position.
yeah, so
Okay.
we're
So we
at
each get +1 die to the
Plus
next
one,
effect, basically.
yeah.
So we
it
both
just levels
yeah.
at the playing
So
field.
essentially, we just both leveled up the stakes for this next round.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get ready to flip and see what
Which is
happens.
my round. Boom.
Independent.
So I just go
There's a
charging
good
in.
chance we both knock ourselves out. Oh, sorry. So you go charging.
Um,
Do you use your
What do
flail
I-
make it a versus test or anything? I don't think so.
sorry,
It's
what?
just independent.
No. My flail
It's
just adds to fainting. So hang on. Can I use my boasting nature to loop in my nature with persona?
Yeah, if you want to spend a persona here, you have a persona to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spend a persona and I say, "Ha, I sensi. Watch how it's done."
Yeah.
And I like walk forward, swinging my flail around my head. That gives me an extra 3.
Nice.
And Ermintrude, are you helping me?
Yes.
Okay, so fighter is 2 plus 4.
I neither have fighter nor a weapon anymore, so I'm like
Fighter
beyond useless.
2, and then what do I get from you? I sensi like the maneuver.
So you get +1 from the maneuver
Why is it only plus 1?
because they also maneuver. The spider also maneuvered against us and gave us a -1, but I give us a +2.
So I get 2. No, wait, I get 3 for my nature, 1 for Ermintrude, and 1 for that. So that's plus 5 dice. Okay, and it's ob 0 because it's an independent test, right?
Yeah.
Okay, submit.
It scores 4 or it's a +1 because of the order of might differential.
Yep. And I have no fate points, so I can't reroll that 6.
So I do 4 damage to you, and you do 3 damage to it.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean that I take 2 of those 4
Yes.
damage?
Yes, you
cool.
do. And
So
then
Ahab and I are both
conflict
at it.
captain, you determine where the other 2 points go. They cannot be split up 1 for 1.
Well, if it goes to I sensi first,
Yeah, then
and
it will
then
get
on
split
her.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
right. Basically,
Yeah,
you have to the remainder of the blow must then go to the next person, and then if there's a remainder of the blow, then must go to the next person.
Okay, so that would leave me with 1.
Yeah, if you want to spend it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just have Isensi standing there with no dagger, and that's
So
no good.
Ahab goes down. Eisensi goes down.
Yeah. So I guess what that looks like is like I'm swinging my flail at it, and it's like hissing and spitting
Yeah.
at me, and like it backs off a bunch, and then I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm out. I did my part.
Yeah, your
It,
position becomes like untenable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And I sense
already-
he's just like, I don't have a weapon. I'm done.
Yeah.
It's
See ya.
gonna try to ablate one of that damage. It does.
Oh wait, I have leather armor. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
What is it? Just on a 4+?
Yeah. You just roll a die.
I too have leather armor. Can I also do that?
No. Only the person whose turn it is can take it. No. You rolled
Oh,
the other
weird.
way around, dude. Hold
Other
on one
way,
second.
other way
you rolled a
around. So
1.
it's a-
No, you rolled a 1. It's a fail. You take the damage.
I typed less than 4.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's the same chance.
Hold on. Chat's saying the spider was disarmed. The spider was not disarmed.
No, we didn't disarm the spider. We spent
Well, and the spider
1
didn't.
point reducing its disposition and 2 points favoring ours.
I'm sorry, Eric. Did the spider use his weapon?
No, the spider, it did. It has legs.
Okay, I mean, like obviously, like it's armed, but like its weapon didn't trigger. But I'm
No.
confused because I forgot about how if we disarm it, it's actually really good.
Yeah. No,
I should have remembered the rules. Whoops.
it attacks though. Yeah. It disarmed you, Eisensi, because I don't think it can disarm the next person in a round.
No.
Which is really not that great, because if you could disarm the next person in a round, it'd be really good. Maybe I should just reread that, because maybe that's true.
Maybe you can, but
Yeah, but
I think
no.
it's-
So what I do is I disarm the weapon. Yeah. So I just so essentially Okay, remind me again.
We're in the right spot. The last volley is coming up. We're at 1. It's at 3.
Yeah.
Ermintrude needs to blast this thing to death.
Yep.
Go.
Now it comes at you.
I guess I'm not helping because I'm running away.
Yeah, we can't help.
But okay, so I'm testing fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I have a skill of 3. What is my persona situation? Can I use persona to pull in my nature?
Yeah, I mean, you might tax it for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always spend a persona to pull in your nature. The question is always whether or not it will tax it or not.
It's taxing it this time.
Yeah.
So that gives me 2.
You may not be a rat, but you're just as evil.
Sick of all of these creepy crawlies. I just want to get the treasure. And I don't think I have anything else I can help myself with.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody else is out of the conflict, and the ob is 0. Oh, you know what, guys? We need to be subtracting successes too.
Oh, the difficulty's increased because we're exhausted.
Yeah.
All right, we
yeah.
keep forgetting that.
So this should be even. I wasn't even doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is what it is. I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Does that make independent tests into ob 1 instead of ob 0?
Yes.
Yeah. That's rough.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to calculate my stuff. So let's do volley 3, attack. Four successes. But I get that extra 1 though.
Well, we both reduce each other to 0.
Kill each other.
Yeah.
That's as dead as we can get.
So
everybody runs away.
Yeah.
No. So that's what happens. So we both just fucking end up.
It's like we both take shelter in different spaces.
Yeah.
No. Well, we each get hurt. Doing this. You probably drive it off, right? You succeeded. You succeeded at your thing, your conflict. You drove it off. But then it succeeded. But then they would have had to have succeeded in some way. When it was
right. What was its goal?
Oh, to kill the intruders.
Does someone die, or does someone get real hurt, real bad?
That's what I was going to offer. Well, no, because killing.
I thought killing wasn't really on the table.
It would be. No, they would be. They would. It would probably want to drive you off, right? Because you guys were intruders.
Right.
So I think the appropriate. I think
Jihani's got some cool stuff in chat.
The conflict's a tie. Neither side wins. They must offer the opponent a painful major compromise. This is a very dangerous outcome. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it's essentially a tie, but we concede.
Yeah. So we both lose rather than both win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both lose.
What are the options for major compromises? Like, what does it list as outcomes?
Yeah. You're driven off or captured. The second one is you're injured. They sound the alarm. They summon reinforcements.
I feel like in this case it'd be injured. It's like the thing is aggressive and striking out at intruders, and like maybe it actually damages one of us, but then it's like, all right, that's it. I'm out.
No, I think the major concession would be that you're all injured from this, but this thing also got out too, right? Like
yeah,
the spider is also injured.
Yeah. I said, like, you know when spiders are injured with like several legs, it's like limping away and like into the darkness. Yeah.
Maybe we all get injured, but we chase the spider in the direction of the frog.
Yeah, that's exactly what. No, not to the frog, because that's what you wanted. You don't get what you wanted. It's still alive somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
So we drive it off.
It's still alive somewhere elsewhere. But it's yeah. But you guys are now all take the injured.
Great. So we're at +1 ob for everything and -1 die to everything.
Yep.
So let's get this treasure and get the F out of here.
Yep. We need to run. We must flee back to where we came from.
Yeah, it's like this weird, like.
I'm like, I'm taking all of this back to the halls.
There's a tome. There's a town nearby. We know of a town. We will take it there.
Eric.
Yes.
All of this was born of us trying to make camp. What happens? Because this was all from Ermintrude's scout test.
Yeah. So this triggers prior to doing camp.
Right. Okay. So we do this, and then we're like, oh, okay, we're totally fucked up. Let's like rest.
Yeah, you can camp now. Well, you
Great.
can attempt to make camp now. Right. The scout factor to reduce the danger of the scouting, or excuse me, to reduce the danger of making camp was what triggered this attack. So you are allowed to make camp now.
Yeah, and we got a twist, so it's like we don't get that result either. So this isn't safe camp, but we're just doing it anyways.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
We need to camp. Might as well be here. We can't really go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a dangerous camp zone, and I know why it's dangerous now. Yeah, I was going with something different, and then it just sometimes just a spark of inspiration comes on you, and you just got to go with it. So let me go ahead and do roll dangerous underground and see what happens. This is pretty friggin' dangerous. So I rolled 3d6, right? No, it's 2d6.
Is this a camp event?
This is a camp event for me. Yeah, I roll.
Didn't we trigger the spiders because of a camp event?
No,
trigger the spiders
that was from a scout.
Wow.
Yeah, like we're in bad shape.
We're getting wrecked.
Yeah, and I rolled real bad on that 2d6 roll.
Yep.
You guys are in bad shape. I roll a d6.
See ya.
This might be the last session for reasons other than we expected.
Oh my god.
Rocks falling, you die?
I'm thinking Balrog.
That's not far off. Drawn to the clamoring and sounds of what's going on up here,
Mr. Otyugh.
Otyugh shows up.
Yeah.
The Otyugh. You guys start making camp and setting up, and you hear the slop, 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 and you see and so we see almost like the size of a hippopotamus body and just a massive maw with no eyes but several pseudopods dangling off of it. Just kind of like waddle its way into this room, making a bunch of noise and hollering, going like, rah, 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 and the frog's like, leave. To you, like, leave.
Yeah.
That's all it says. to eyes and seats, just leave. Just.
So this is a pretty big room, right?
Yeah.
And this thing doesn't, like I figure if it comes into the middle of the room, we can probably like get around it and run away. And what it really wants is the treasure that we just opened the way to. So it's gonna eat all the treasure, but we can get out with our lives.
Does it want to eat treasure though? Like it eats like poop.
It eats everything.
It eats anything. And the frog described to us that the Otyugh had like eaten everything that wasn't in this.
True. Yeah. All right.
It doesn't fuck with the frog. It does not fuck with the frog, but everything else it will fuck with.
Yeah. So we've already discovered a valuable treasure, right?
Yes, you technically did.
Okay. Man,
I have an idea.
Ahab being afraid would be like, we need to run.
I have a crazy plan that just might work. So the frog is awake and is like, run.
Yeah.
So I sense because this thing isn't like fast, right? Like it's this kind of lumbering.
Slapping, yeah.
So like quickly I sense he's just like, if I give you everything, will you kill it? And I look at it and I'm just like, and I repeat, I'm just like, everything.
You mean like all of your memories and everything? All of your knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh. That sounds like a test. That definitely sounds like a test. Are you being honest?
Yeah. but
Yeah.
I'm like bargaining with it, you know.
Mhm.
I still feel like it's manipulator because I'm trying to get it to do what I want, even though I'm
Here's-
offering it
Here's the
something.
stakes that I would give you. Here's the stakes that I would give you, and here's the choice. We could roll for that, or if you're willing to just get eaten by this thing right now, it will help you.
Eaten, like it eats all my memories.
No, it eats you. You're giving it everything.
I mean like all my memories.
Okay, then roll. That's
Then
what I'm
let's-
giving.
okay.
I was giving you that choice right now.
Yeah, totally. Okay,
Okay,
so
that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, whatever. So essentially, if I fail, it just eats me
Would
and
you
I
give?
die.
Yeah, like you could literally. No, it just will just probably the stakes will probably it would just say like whatever and just
Okay.
ignore you essentially. Ignore your pleas for help.
Cool. Well, let's give it a shot. What's my
But
obstacle?
it would ally with you guys if you were decided to be eaten by the frog. But okay, so it's the obstacle here. You're
Yeah.
gonna be probably versus nature, right?
So I can't succeed, but maybe you give me conditions. So
No,
yeah.
yeah. It's possible.
How much are you rolling?
2 dice,
Oh,
and I have no fate.
It's 5. Yeah.
I'm not going to help you.
You need to convince this thing its nature is 5. We're not doing a conflict with this audio here. It's audio right here. So this is like now or never.
Yep. And I sense he realizes that. They're just like, make this work. Otherwise, we're screwed. So I get 0 success. But my manipulator skill increases to 3.
A 1 and a
Secured. The grind ticks down. You guys all become hungry and thirsty.
We're all hungry.
I'd swallow a gulp of water and remove the hungry thirsty.
I
Was
eat
that
one of
factoring in your injured and stuff as well?
What do you mean?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't make the
Okay.
obstacle.
Yeah.
And I didn't reduce my dice. But anyways, I got a 0.
Mm-hmm.
It was doomed to failure. In fact, this is maybe I'm being extravagant. Anyways, whatever. I should have earned a check. That would have been smart. But
That would've been
anyways,
smart.
I am
I
eating
forgot.
the rations in my backpack.
No, know what it says? It like fucking coldly says it's like you've earned your treasure. Deal with
Damn.
the consequences.
just-
It's like, remember what I said, Landwalker. This treasure would only lead you to ruin. As it like goes back to sleep.
yeah, and I'm just like, well,
Literally,
the
just
good news
fucking
is I'll
just gonna
remember
chill
this.
in this pond as
Okay,
you guys are gonna
wait.
get wrecked.
Wait a minute. My instinct is to never pass up an opportunity to demonstrate the power of the deep gods.
Okay.
So when he says this treasure will lead you to ruin, my immediate response is like to try and theologian him with my belief also, to be like, no. Everything leads to ruin, bro. It's the ultimate end. The only question is what we do on our road there.
What is your intention here?
I want to make him reconsider.
So basically, you want to spend a check right now to
He's using his instinct.
Oh wait, you're
Yeah, I'm
using an
using my
instinct.
instinct.
You want to use your instinct to basically roll to change to allow for Eisenseed to basically make another chance.
I thought I was doing the test myself now.
Oh, okay. You want to? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, you're doomed. I told you it was going to lead to ruin. And I step up and I say, nay, everything leads to ruin. All we have is the path that we take to our ultimate fate. And then, like, I call on the last reserves of my knowledge of religion to, like, berate him about his weak acceptance of the path to ruin and how you have to make do with the time that you have.
See, I feel like that's not the point of theologian. That would be manipulating
Or demanding.
or even demanding.
Your own
You could just be
nature.
using your nature here to demand that it help you.
Yeah, okay.
And
Like-
your vector would be like real because of religious stuff.
So hang on, I could use manipulator and use beginner's luck, right? Which puts me at a skill of 2.
Yeah,
Okay. And then I can loop in my demanding nature,
by spending a persona.
which I can do. And then I can also use touched by the gods in my favor to give me another +1.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna go for this.
I will help with haggling.
Damn right.
I will help this time.
So I'm checking my manipulator.
You could certainly help, but not with haggling.
Oh.
But don't worry, you can, since he's beginner's lucking, you can help with beginner's lucking it too. That's how it
So you
works.
can just help with will.
Yeah, you literally just help with will. So like you're not shutting you down. It's just mechanically it works that way.
I see.
That's the benefit of somebody who's been beginner's lucking something. You can be like, yeah, I think I can help
Hold
too.
up.
What's up?
It's an instinct.
Oh,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
You
True.
can spend a turn on the grind though.
Nope.
No, because I feel like it's more Atyag food.
You also are wounded and stuff, which don't forget to factor in everything.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Plus one minus one.
Oh, I can't use beginner's luck because I'm afraid. Well,
Oh my god! All right.
Correct.
So it's got a disposition of. It's got an obstacle of 5 for this.
Yeah. Yep.
So I've got.
What are you gonna do instead?
I've got possible 3 from nature and then possible +1 from touched by the gods.
You could use your nature and then spend persona to use your nature.
So you can get 6 dice.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make this a nature roll.
Yeah,
and then,
that's what I'm gonna
then
do.
spend a persona to use your nature again.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll do
then
that,
you
and that'll give me
trade to
7
get
dice.
a total of 7 dice.
Yes. Okay. And then that gives me my injured gives me a -1 to all skills, nature, will, and health. So that puts me down to 6 dice. And then the exhausted means that the difficulty is 1 higher. So it's difficulty 6, and I have 6 dice.
Yes.
Let's do it. What's the
Okay.
skill or abilities rating is 3.
What do we have to lose?
Yep. So I'm
You're
testing
pulling
my-
out all the stops. You're welling,
Three.
everything. You're pulling from everything from. Oh my god, your religion, everything you remember. This desperate. Okay.
3, and then the ob is 6, right? Drum roll.
Nobody's helping you right now. This is just you.
Yeah, no, nobody's helping me. It's all on my shoulders. Ooh,
Whoa.
and I can't even. There's nothing I can use to like.
Oh, you can't even. Oh boy.
Nope. Okay, there you go.
Hold on. Joannian's saying this isn't Ob 5 though. To test manipulator versus your target's manipulator, persuader, or will. This would be nature.
Yeah,
Which is 5.
that's what I sort of thought. I thought its nature was 5, so that's why.
Yeah. No, this is. No, that's right. I think Joannia might be thinking that it's the roll of nature and not the score of nature, and I believe it's the actual score of nature. So yeah. Okay. So I think we're right.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying the rules quote is versus your target's manipulator, so it's a versus test. Yeah. So you actually have to roll.
Oh, it's a versus test.
Oh, okay.
So I get 3 successes.
Maybe
versus
okay, man. Fucking Burning Wheel's got me switched up because that's not true in Burning Wheel. In Burning Wheel, you just
Yeah,
it's
Burning
the
Wheel,
raw
you roll
stat.
against people's opponents.
So what I did is I got 3 successes versus an ob 1 for 2.
Yeah,
total
2 actual successes.
All right, so
Okay.
then I'm
And then
going to
you gotta
roll.
yours.
Roll like you're me, Eric.
Yep.
Roll all ones.
I'll do my best.
Bomb this
Greater
way.
than 4. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's a tie.
it's a tie. I could get a check, break it in your favor, or I
You
could.
get 2 checks.
You get
for
2
break.
checks if you break it in your favor.
Okay.
But then I don't know if that will help you right now.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna like. How can I break it in my favor?
Yes, so there are a couple ways you can break it in your favor. One would be you could spend fate to re-roll anything that you can.
Don't have it.
You could use the factors of a relevant wise, but I think that also requires fate. You can spend a
That's
relevant.
persona. Persona to
No.
reroll all failed dice.
There's 2
If it's
wise
relevant to your
options
wise.
to break a tie. One uses fate called of course, and then the other one is the
It's persona for of course, which lets you reroll your failed dice.
Right.
yeah.
Fate lets you just break the tie
Oh,
if it's relevant to your wise.
no, it's persona is of course, and fate is deeper understanding.
Yeah, and deeper understanding is the one where it's just a tiebreaker in your favor if it's relevant to your wise.
Yes.
So in this case, yeah, you would just you don't need to reroll your fails, you just need to break the tie.
So you've used a trait though in your favor, so you cannot use a trait to break a tie in your opponent's favor. You can use gear that grants +1 success to your result. I'm not sure how that would be relevant.
I take out my prayer supplies.
You're like quoting from the book of the
No, and I hold them to him and I say, It's knowledge that you seek, is it not? Take these and my spells. And I hold out my prayer supplies and my spell book.
Its tongue lashes out and eats your supplies and book immediately.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome. Okay. You have Frogman on your team.
Cool.
Go. Fight it.
Yeah, now we fight it, I guess.
And I think it goes something to the I think it probably says yeah. One day we'll all go into the water. And as it like looks at this creature.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are gonna fucking fight this audio with a frog on your team.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Maybe
so
we
let's,
do after
let's
the
do this
break.
conflict. Yeah, it is 7 o'clock, so let's do this after the break, and this will be the last hour here of this.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Great, guys. So we see you in about 5 minutes.